fuck are you? Sick and tired of those grey skies? Why not book a holiday to somewhere nice, somewhere bizarre? So book your holiday with us at egypttravel.ie. Hello, I would like to welcome on everybody to this international flight from Inishboffin, Ireland to Washington. We are not going directly to the capital because there is no airport right there. We're going to have to take you to the outskirts of the place. Look, you can't complain now. Yous are all seated right here in this plane with me this evening, and it's going to be a hell of a flight. That's just how it is. I'm just going to lay out the sticks and the stones out right now. That's just the way it's going to roll. You signed up for this airline, and that's how it is. And the thing is as well, where's Resident Evil 4 remake? Look, I had to take up some extra work, so this is what you're getting, It's just how things have panned out. You can't win them all. You can't do it all. This is exactly what you're getting, and you're just gonna have to stick with it. And as well as that, we have our co-pilot with us today. He was missing in action last time, but I convinced him to come. He was a bit sick, and he will show his face around here, and it won't be him. Jerry sometimes likes to pop in, but he's sick himself. There's a bug going around or something.
I will be your pilot this evening. Make sure you've gone to the jacks before we embark, and I also hope you took a big bucket of sweets. You'll want to enjoy the ride. Miss Candy and Mr. Bollocks will be your stewards, or stewardesses. Flight attendants for this flight. They'll be performing the unnecessary safety checks, and we won't need them because I have 99% faith in my abilities and the structural integrity of this craft to make the trip. If any brawls break out, I'll personally come out of the cockpit to beat the ever-loving shit out of you. We'll be departing from Inishboffin Airport, polluting the skies for all the wonderful American tourists who laugh that we have a place called Dingle, and arriving at Washington, D.C. in due course. That's all. Have a nice flight, and thanks for choosing Egypt Travel.
I don't know what I'm doing. I've some bad news. I've never flown a plane before.
What? Holy guacamole! Christ on a bike! Then why did you say you've flown?
Well, I've been on flights before, David, and because I thought, I'll just give a crack at it, it'd be easy. Now, the thing is, which way is America?
We're going to go and have it and see what happens.
Right, I haven't been sleeping well, and there's a lot remaining on the flight. 000. Sure, that can't be good. And takeoff, we're going to have a look at the gizmos. Here we are, we're on the runway. And I have the lovely, lovely fur seats. In this cold weather, you need it, wouldn't you say so, David?
Yep, you can see I'm looking dapper, and yep, I'm looking at you. We're going to get through this flight all A-OK.
Yep, we're going to get through this flight. The thing is, you see, we have to do our preliminary checks, which we didn't get to do. First things first, when it comes to flights, you want to plug in the coordinates. Now, if I could find where they've placed the coordinates, because... there they are, the coordinates. So let's punch in. So we got to get to W. Where's the W now? There's M. And Y. There doesn't seem to be a W for Washington, so we'll start with Inishboffin. So we'll go I. And then I don't even know where N's gone. There's no N on this dial pad either.
How incompetent can you be? Come on, we gotta get off this runway. People paid for their tickets.
Look, I'm sure the stewardesses and stewards or whatever will figure that out. But here on the display, you can see we're going to be embarking from this here control panel. I have a push to talk button on my controls if I want. I can ring in for an order of anything I want. Let's have a quick look at everything down on the runway side. I don't remember being extra long blue lines in the sky tonight, but forecasted isn't my forte. But as you can see, they're gone. Yep. In terms of lights, Inishboffin doesn't have a lot to offer. I don't see why Americans would even bother choosing going this way. But look, I don't know why you'd even choose this. I haven't been sleeping well last night, and I have a hangover. And I forgot to mention I took magic mushrooms, and I've had no sleep for 40 hours. So hang in there, and maybe we'll get out of this alive. I don't know. We got the thrust, and what is that? And this has to always come down for the armrest. Oh, we're gonna flick. Ah, look what I did! I flicked up your armrest.
Don't be joking around. Put my armrest down. How dare you? Okay.
Yeah. I think every time you speak, David, you're on the intercom, which means people in the passenger seats, they can hear you.
I don't give a hoot. Anyway, get off the runway, quick. I need to get my breakfast in Washington.
Okay, Washington. Yeah, Washington. We'll get to Washington in a bit. You ever see the film, the one with Bruce Willis in it? Well, we'll be taking off in due course. As soon as we look at the Dobbs and the Dobbs and the Niles, the doohickeys, the knobs and the dials. So there's a cross-feed fuel valve, quite important. Control panels. And you could really break your neck kind of looking at all these gizmos and gadgets. Yep, that pretty much covers it. And a fire extinguisher when the plane's going down. We can at least save ourselves, maybe, if we're lucky, and we don't splat into a million pieces. Well, you look comfortable. Flaps. And where are the fucking parachutes? Where are the parachutes in the, there's no airbags on this. So, here we go. Let's give it a good old go here and get the fuck off the runway. And engaging autopilot.
We are now taking off. So, please remain seated during takeoff, and remember, your chance to go to the Jacks was ages ago. You have chosen easy travel, and have a pleasant flight.
Yeah, we just passed air traffic control just there a second ago. We have a low. We're struggling to maintain. We're struggling to maintain altitude. As soon as we get above the
Center, November 738 Bravo.
That's
Is
it.
touched 1 mile southeast of Echo India, Oscar Juliet.
Requesting a taxi at the location.
Following.
Permitted.
November 738 Bravo, Shannon Center. Squawk 0227.
Right, Squad 0. So I have to follow this fucking path, and we'll get on to Washington.
Contact 2 miles south of Echo India, Oscar Juliet Papa, 1,300 feet.
Yeah,
QH
Papa.
10.
Papa 9 or Delta. Okay, just...
Roger, Tree 8 Bravo.
We're gonna have to do a quick one.
Shannon Center, November 7.
It's a bit of a quick maneuver.
South of Echo India,
We've
Oscar
lost...
Juliet Papa. Request
Oh no.
IFR to Charlotte, ready to copy.
We have a lot of altitude to gain back.
738 Bravo is cleared to Charlotte Airport as filed.
Crosswinds.
0227.
Luckily enough, nobody on the... David isn't on the intercom to absolutely scare the shite out of somebody.
Squawk 0227.
Okay, we're gonna get to the right altitude and we can just chillax.
Correct. Radar contact 2,400 feet.
Okay, we're too high now. We need to go down.
Left heading 285. PBEG RAEX.
3,000.
S2 ZUM. PSEP. Resume. P-end.
Are we in?
Navigation climb and maintain 2,800 feet.
This is no messing around. This is serious business.
Turn left heading 285.
ascend and maintain 2,800
I'm making this
feet
look quite easy, as you can see. Let's go back down, please. And the co-pilot wants me to take off the flaps. And we know the co-pilot. David is the co-pilot, and I don't know why he wants me to take the flaps up, but are we at a... We're still ascending. The ascent might take quite a long time. It's quite ominous. You're just ascending and ascending into the air. Just into the night sky, and you can't even see anything. There was a story about a man who was suffering really bad. He said he had really bad anxiety on I think it was a Swiss flight, and they've discovered he had magic mushrooms, and I think they stopped him in time. But there was a different case where a pilot who said he was depressed plummeted a plane and killed like 150 people. Okay, are we on the right course? It's quite easy to get fucking off center, you know? I want to sit back and relax. This is the slowest ascent ever. This is going to turn into the plane from Lost if I'm not careful now. Okay, back to flaps. David won't shut up about retracting the flaps. He's flapping his gums. Okay, I'm still holding the throttle, but is there any need? As long as it's in between the blue squares, I don't give a shit. So we're heading west, as you'd imagine. And luckily enough, none of the passengers have kicked up any fuss yet. No dodgy lads were allowed onto the flight.
Bravo, please expedite your climb, 2,800 feet.
I'm on to it. See, ground control and, you know, air traffic control are like your mother. They won't shut up about do this, do that. 420 knots. It's a bit mad that we're still using a measurement once used for boats for something in the air. And like, how do you measure a knot? Can you tie a knot of your own shoes? And fuel-wise, we're okay. Fuel-wise, we're still in the green. But I'd say after this trip to Washington, I don't think there's going to be any extra flights. And if the weather happens to be terrible over in Washington and we can't land, I did hear there was a storm forecast over the Gulf, so we're going to have to see. And yes, you can see clearly that the plane has completely diverted off the path and looks to be spiraling out of control, but no need to panic. It's all intentional. I'm just showing off. Haven't seen any other planes, which is a good sign. If I could stay in between the squares. I imagine as a pilot, you'd be pretty preoccupied with staying within your preset path, that this shit doesn't go on. There's some Americans that love going to Ireland and saying, we love Donegal. And we love Guinness. We saw a Netflix documentary about it, and we love hanging around Trinity College. Love Trinity College.
Bravo, you are 1,500 feet above your assigned altitude.
Right, I'm gonna get off the A button and, or sorry, the dials. I haven't spoken to David in ages. 20 minutes of ascent. I think he might have fell asleep. I've been doing all this hard graft, and I think the wind is absolutely demolishing, staying within the, you know, where we need to go. Eventually we might cross over into the daylight, but as it stands, not a chance. I think I'm overcompensating with the with the direction of the wings. Okay, level out, boy. Level out. We can do this. Come on. Okay. Yet again, too high. If I could just straighten the flight path. Get down. Get down, Saturday night.
Bravo, you were
I hope you're enjoying your Thursday evening.
800 feet, tree 8 Bravo.
Down we go. Stalling. Stalling. Yeah, just we're losing altitude too fast, so let's do a bit more gradual work, and then I can chillax. And how's it going, David? You look all nice and cozy there.
Yep. You gotta work the magic, Buster. I just get to sit in my keister and watch them beauties fly.
Yep, you get to enjoy to watch whatever the fuck you're on about, but at this rate, we're not going to make it to Washington. We're going to be crash landing in Jamaica. And I saw the red light of the wing and got spooked. I thought it was another aircraft. There's nothing more
Bravo, please expedite
alluring than the night sky. It's so beautiful but dangerous. I don't know how I managed to get up all this way. I want to get back down to where I need to be. Is there any chance of... if we could turn that autopilot on and I can sit back and kick back? At this rate, I'm going to be doing the whole flight myself. And admittedly, really shit. Let's have a look at the settings. The assistance. Auto rudder, everything is on. Disabled crash damage. I want that off. Turbulence has been set to low. Let's put that up to realistic. Look, you're getting a real flight. You're not getting some poxy fake flight. Default assists. I don't know what I've done. Okay, all my settings have saved. Now, is there a way to find... Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, I don't know. Ah, that's no good. I can't scroll down. Specific controls. Ah, here we go. Okay, those are just settings. There's cockpit view. Lock a drone to it. I don't know why. Oh, I understand now. This is just searching by the input. Fuck that. Ah, here we go. Let's see, general. Autopilot master. Scanning. Okay, let's do this. Back to the nightmare, okay. Are we dead? You crashed! You joking? I think that was just a bad dream or something. What the fuck? Whoop whoop. That was scary stuff. I thought That looked like it was lights out. The plane fucking wigged out. So luckily enough, I think now it should be easy, easy. Easy, squeezy, lemon squeezy. Look at that. I think I'm in the clear. It's all going to be nice and cheery now.
Feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 2,800 feet QNH 10.
That's right, QNH. We got you, dog. For whatever reason, it's still ascending with the autopilot on. Okay, I press it again. Let's see what happens.
38 Bravo, did you copy?
Yeah, Shannon, we got you, bud. We're trying to get to the altitude, but the autopilot don't function. Over. We might have a disaster on our hands. You're going to have to assess the black box after we crash. And there we go, back on track. Another little nightmare, but we got through it, okay? Just gotta line up within the squares.
Acknowledge last transmission.
Look, bud. I think there's a conflict. For whatever reason, the autopilot and then the same button being... And I'm busting for a piss. And as the pilot of this craft, I can't just willy-nilly get out and do it. Okay, that's that. So let's do something like this. Oh, never mind. Skydiving, okay. This is it. I think that won't interfere with anything. So, let's see.
Tree 8 Bravo IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 7000. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved.
He cancelled it. What do you mean you cancelled the flight?
I'm sorry to inform passengers of this EJ travel flight, but it seems that our boys back at Shannon would like to have a formal disagreement with myself and my co-pilot, and the fate in our capabilities at actually arriving at our destination in Washington, D.C. We do apologize for any turbulence, but it's beyond it's beyond us. The Earth has its own priorities, and so does that cunt in Shannon Airport. For some reason, he's contacting us, and he thinks we can't make it back alive. Well, to him, I say fuck him. And another thing, we're going to get this flight over there. We're going to drop you off, and this flight is not cancelled, and you won't be getting a refund. I think EJ Travel might be going defunct after this, but just you watch.
Okay, David, I think I did a decent job of informing the passengers about the situation. I'm not sure if I should have told them that, but I did in the end.
Look, you did what you had to do. One more thing. We can't tell the weather if you're gonna crash or ascend like this.
For whatever reason, it's just... I've frozen time. Yeah, this is the type of stuff you see in those documentaries when it's completely ballsed up. We're going to have a quick look and see how the passengers are doing. Yep. Just a drone. It's just a drone. Standard protocol, sir. So let's get a good view of everybody on our nice EJ Travel flight. This man has got a brilliant seat. He can see absolutely nothing. It's pitch black. But on the in-flight entertainment, we just have a picture of the Boeing aircraft. And as we all know, Boeing is a nice reputable brand of airplane. Never had any problems ever. And look at our happy customers on this flight. Some people couldn't make it to the flight, but we pressed on. We continued. And look at this cool dude. He's a bit camera shy, but our stewards and stewardesses will be coming out with the food as soon as we can get to a nice altitude. And it might be a bit racist to say that a lot of them look the same, but this fella, he's a good man. He's a bit, he's a bit put together, just so to speak. But he did fly with us on our flight service to Turkey, because we are a budget airline and most of our money is made back through people like this fella who fly with us to Turkey. And well, I won't be doing any of this. I don't know if I'll be able to resume the flight, or will I have to reset one up. If that's the case, it just might be the case. They make it look so fucking goddamn easy. And that guy's been pulled in on a stretcher. The sky is not the limit. Ancient covert ops in the fucking Tibetan region. And he's spraying some sort of chemicals on that. We'll get this done. But apologies to all of our passengers on Egypt travel, having a minor setback, but we'll be flying the beautiful blue skies, as David would say, soon enough. Even though the skies are darkened at the moment. But even though there's dark skies, there's blue skies ahead. Yep, I think it's going to be a case of resetting the flight. And I think we're about this spot. Is it possible to just fly now? I'll set the arrival at the right spot and then I'll fly from there. I think that's fair enough. That's a different airport than the one I picked. This is the correct one. Oh god. Well, normally here, look. Isn't that something? With the curvature of the earth. I'd say we're about here. Let's get into the conditions and see what happens. I really do feel for all those people on the last flight that sadly, tragically passed away. It's heart-wrenching stuff. The airline wasn't cancelled, believe it or not. And David, look at that, we're back in action. Last time, a drone took some photographs of the passengers, and we looked at a fella for too long that needed had a hair transplant. Oh, look at that. That is something else. Any comments?
It reminds me of my iced tea. Kind of like an Horizon iced tea. A alcoholic beverage that you would love to have with some lovely ladies by the beach.
You're obsessed with all these beach talk and TikTok.
This is a reminder to all passengers on this flight that there is no in-house internet connection. If you connect your mobile device with data, we will descend rapidly into the North Atlantic Ocean. Because this is an older model of aircraft, please be respectful to the person next to you and don't allow your device to interfere with the technology in this plane. I don't have a degree in knowing what goes on in the making of these planes. I just fly them, and all I have to say is we don't even seem to be moving.
Why are we not moving? I think we are moving. It just doesn't look it. It's moving, but I just want to speed this up a bit. Going faster is... we're going against the wind. 5,000 altitude seems to be decent. And fuel-wise, still the same. We are increasing the airspeed though. We want to get to Washington fast. This is a flight that people are going to remember. That's all I'm saying. It's going to be a record-breaking flight. People will sign up for this service and request me as the pilot specifically as well. Now, is there any way to display any of the extras? Just checking all of the utilities. Let's see if we can get some of those dials and knobs back on. Now, bear with me here because the lights are on, the instruments, brakes, power management. See the tools. Simulate. Oh, the EFB, that's what I need. See, you don't know what this stuff is, but I'm quite versed in it. So let's turn on EFB. They've updated the EFB. It's a unique gizmo, but let's enter. Oh, no. The plane is struggling, so just 1 second. See, the more flaps it does per second, the faster the flight will go. So don't panic. So, I'm back in cursor mode, which is good. I don't know what that is. Some sort of chat. Let's turn this off. Turn this off. That's the weather. So, as you can tell, it's about 5:13 UTC, clear skies, and no chance of rain. It is indeed November 21st, 2024. Okay, let's look at the phone gizmo. What the fuck is this? Like in-house shopping, is it? We have 0 passengers, it says. They might have all died. But don't panic. Taxi fuel. And we've got no notifications. No notifications. Let's do a quick pause. That seems to settle everything out. And back to the chaos. Yeah, this is not boding well, is it, David?
What the heck are you doing? At this rate, we're gonna crash.
Look, don't panic. You're a pilot and you're on the intercom. You need to sort yourself out, man. There's no need. There's no need. So we have all these camera controls. Yep. It's not severe turbulence. It's kind of, it's balking up and down. I don't know what this shit is. More recording stuff. Let's go into the cogwheel and maybe there's something useful in here, like there used to be. Let's reset. I think that just resets the little box. So we got basic controls, weather, EFB, camera, the lot. I'm still getting familiar with it because, like I said, it's a bit different from the last few. So let's get the fuck out of cursor mode. I don't know, without a destination it seems, is it going to... Okay, that's gonna stall if we don't fix this. What the fuck just happened? Wait, incorrect. So bring this back. Okay, that autopilot warning's kind of gone. Oh, there it is. Hold on. This is my pilot book. So I've done 0 total flight hours. I will admit, but you can see right here, I'm fine. It's stabilizing. There's no problems. And there we have it. We're flying a Boeing. I'm gonna pin all the blame on this on Boeing. So I am. Let's look at our apps here. Make sure you get a good look at the apps. Sometimes the plane likes to do that. But as soon as we cross the boundary over to see the sun, we'll be golden. And we are heading north, I just noticed, which I believe that brings you to the North Pole, where Santa lives. And this isn't Santa Tracker, we're trying to get to America. So we're going to be changing course here. We're going to be changing course and heading in the right fucking direction. Ah, there we go. Now, if I could figure out... Oh no, that's not good. Stabilize!
Where you happen to be drilling, or somebody is using a toothbrush in the bathroom.
Just don't mind it. Look, we just focus in on what we have here. We have approach mode. Where was that? If I press approach mode, what happens now? Where's the autopilot? We've got some covers. Okay, the landing gear is luckily up. And the speed brakes, auto brake. And look, they even give you like little instructions. I'm getting a phone call, probably from that bastard from Shannon. And my display that I saw outside. See, the only thing I have to work off is this little fucking thing. And look, my little paddles. And this is a yoke. If you're Irish, you'll all know about yokes.
What the heck is a yoke?
Just don't mind your little head there. You don't need to know what a yoke is. I took a couple of yokes before doing this flight, we'll just say. I took a couple of yokes before heading out. Now, I swear the autopilot... I'm still busting for that piss. Okay, let's get back to the main stuff. So, yep, it's R1 or RB up. And that doesn't bode well. So there's master and then there's this. So, for fuck's sake, look what I've done. Yeah, let's not change the audio, please. Is it frozen? Oh, it might have crashed again. It did not crash, luckily enough. Just let it load. Let it load. Get back. Get that on. I think if it says 2, that means then it's been recorded on something else at the same time, and that generally fucks with it. I could be turning off something vital, but if I turn on the autopilot, it should fix itself then. Yeah, none of these ornithopter. I don't know what that is. Okay, shortcuts. That's active pause, engine auto stop, auto engine. I'm just looking at this. Yeah, back to fly is LB RB up. Should have really looked into this before doing this. Display it. I don't have that on. So that's still on. Ah, the map. Display map. It should be by default on. What to put on this? That's bad. Do cancel. How about something like this? Yeah, these are vital, I think. So now the question is, will I remember this shit? I don't think so. Okay, back to the autopilot. Yep, so RB and right. And that's it. Easy as it is, it's now been fixed. Maybe I can just chillax now. The shortcuts I put in for the map are not even displaying it. So they're not. Oh no, don't do that. I'm still thinking, hold on. Oh wow. It just, look at this. It's not that I'm looking at. It's LB and then that button again. My in-flight brochure again. It looks like the same thing to what's in the actual craft, but it's not what I'm looking for. Flight plan. Aha. Not bad, not bad. Ah, yes. Yes. Now, the downside is we have indeed left Inishboffin, but at the same time, the plane seems to be skirting around, and we're near probably where the Titanic exploded. So, and we're heading towards fucking Greenland. If I could even like plug in the coordinates properly and then just take a piss, I think I know what to do. We're going to end the flight quick. And set it up again. I can't seem to see it. So from this, set as departure. Correct. The United States of America. I think we have about halfway of the journey already done. Let's get that loaded and get going. Sorry for the technical difficulties. It is a bit different from the last kind of one.
Do you mean a different aircraft?
No, I just mean you wouldn't get it.
What a load of hoo-ha!
A load of hoo-ha indeed. The autopilot was given out. It's now heading south. I don't know why it's doing that. It's bizarre anyway. And because I can't remember the autopilot key again, it's back to this crap menu. And it's not even in the... Okay. And... Yep. So the autopilot's on. Is it turning? I still have full control, so I'll just wig it around. I don't think the passengers are going to be pleased. The man back at Shannon might have been right. Look, I live in this world to put people, to prove people wrong. We're going to prove that fucker back there wrong. You can see a small fraction of light probably being emitted from not even the sun. Like, what? How's it? Maybe the moon is doing that. The landing gear isn't even up. I think I know where the landing gear button is once I get up into this section. Ah, there you go. As soon as I get even remotely near this, the autopilot is being turned on and I'm taking a leak. Whoop whoop. Yeah, that seems good. I need autopilot master though. Is it on track? Is it safe? I think, like the guy said earlier on, they need to ascend for a bit and then they can get down into the path proper. Okay, that noise is me turning the autopilot off again. But luckily enough, look, the wheels are finally up, the landing gear is up, so that's a positive. Just darkness, endless, endless, endless darkness. Winter dark. So let's level it out with the autopilot. I do think that the master autopilot is interfering with it. Where is it now? I'm going to do... It's this. I've been doing this one, which explains it. I think it's on now. There's no indicators on like that. It's even doing it. As long as I kind of keep tabs on this shit. I think it's on now, is it? Why is it going up? Any flight experts willing to tell me why it's ascending still with the autopilot engaged? Maybe because the autopilot doesn't consider me turning off something by accident. Like there. Losing altitude. See, I've been holding in this fucking piss for ages now. Oh no. It's gone bad. Disaster flight. Come on. Just cruising a lot.
What are you doing? You're babbling like a monkey.
Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to say something and stumbled over my tongue 5 to 6 times.
I thought you were having a stroke.
No, I'm okay. I just need to go to the bathroom.
Well, you sound like a turkey.
Yep. Turkey. Turkey for Thanksgiving. Okay, I've engaged multiple systems and look, I'm trying to fly the plane now and the autopilot is negating the swift turn I'm doing. Look. It's really trying not to. Ah, there we go. That looks good to me. I'm willing to like put fate in the autopilot for now. Right. Okay, David, it's going to be you by your lonesome. I will endeavour to be back quick, but you know, just munch on peanuts or whatever you do.
Yep. I got it all under control.
You weren't really doing much. Like, I've been struggling for the past nearly hour on this flight. Multiple near-crash deaths situations. And you've got your nice, fluffy fucking air pilot, you know, chair that you happen to be clipping through. And you've not a care in the world.
When you get to my age, nothing can stop you, not even death.
Right. Anyway.
It seems we're off course.
Yep, it does seem like that. Well, I had high hopes, and those high hopes became a bit crushed, considering I'm looking at this. I was getting a bit hopeful there I could finally kick back and not have to manually fly this aircraft. I'm probably one of the laziest pilots there is. But that's what you want. You want a lazy aircraft pilot.
No, you don't. Look what happened. We nearly died again.
No, we didn't nearly die again. Just calm the fuck down. Or hold your horses, as they say. Hold the horses for some reason. Let's see. That just brings me in here. Yeah, I wanted this. It's a bit it's just a bit strange that in the older one that look at that. We're going under. Fuck.
We nearly died.
We're not dying yet. I think the autopilot's fixed again. I keep saying that. Let's do this. At this point, am I even bothered looking at like all this information? And look, there's nothing you can do. I'm trying to have an assessment of the flight plan, and it just goes it's fucked. And I'll tell you this. We're not even heading in west anymore. What happened? What's very strange as well is the... Oh my god, there's the flight path there. How did we end up so fucking far away? How am I way over here? Nowhere even near the flight path.
You gotta stay the course. If the river goes against the green, then get out of the river.
I mean, did you make that up, or is that an actual saying?
I don't know. But you better get your keister in gear. We need to get over to Washington. I want a donut and some coffee.
And I want to take a piss. We'll get that coffee and donut. Yeah, you look at me, and I'll look at you. Look at this mess. How about that? I would like to see the sun, at least, in the next while. Because look at this. Many times it's done that. It's cut out. Okay, things are looking up now. Rest assured. It might be flapping like that, but it's all intentional. If we can just ham on the brakes and... Pull it up. I'm absolutely holding down on the stick, and see, disaster. This is it. Right, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. If it crashes, we'll resume it anyway. But in the meantime, what we've been wanting to do on this flight is what you usually do. Get some in-flight entertainment. And no better.
It's nice to see.
Jimmy boy. Your favorite late night host. Jimmy Jalen Fallon. You know him well. Get him on.
I see you too. It's my first time in here.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's my first time flying a flight.
Yeah, but I appreciate you doing that because it's hard to. That was a confusing time for the world and hard to.
He's
hard
a bit
to
loud.
guess and everything, and you actually were great to us. And well, I'm saying that.
So David,
to be really honest,
how do you feel about Jimmy Fallon?
You're a little tricky too.
Well,
Oh really?
he's no friend of mine.
Yeah.
But if you want to watch that obnoxious shit, then go ahead.
No way. And I.
That's it.
If the rumors were true, that Tobey Maguire and Andrew
So
Garfield
we're
were
on
being-
track.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Let's look outside the craft.
Having a conversation, and I asked you, and I.
It looks like it's descending. Look, put fate in the autopilot.
We really do have that kind. Well, let's just take a look at what you said. Tobey
The
Maguire
controller's going absolutely haywire now.
might be making a cameo in this movie.
It would be
Look.
amazing if they were, because they haven't told me that.
I'll leave it on.
I am Spider-Man, and I've read the script from beginning to the end, so it would be amazing
Spider-Man.
if you could have kept that from me.
1 second, Spider-Man. I need to go to the bathroom.
There is no cameo from the two boys.
I'd just like to
Right,
add,
I'll be
though,
back.
I did say at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I didn't technically lie. Albeit I had just come from set with Toby and Anne.
He totally, without a doubt, professionally lied to us all. But I will say, it was worth it.
Yes, thank you.
I'm actually thankful that you did, because I think we need surprises in this world. We need something to look forward to and go, is that a thing? And when that did happen on screen, I freaked out. Everyone flipped out, and we loved it. So
Mate, I freaked out.
yeah.
It was the highlight of my career. It was amazing.
Did you freak out? Did you try? What did you do when they were both on set? And were you in a bubble or under? How did you keep this from everyone?
We were in a bubble. We were shooting on set. Everything was on a studio. Toby and Andrew would come to set in like a cloak,
Yeah.
It was like something out of Star Wars.
Well, like people fit in. We're all walking down the street wearing a cloak.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, it's like,
you know,
oh, that's not Tobey Maguire.
Okay, we're not smashed into a million pieces, thank fuck. So yeah, I'm back. Let's
But
get my
it was
headphones back
hilarious,
on and
it was an amazing experience. It
let's
was
see
really
what this
odd
video is all about.
being there with them as a fan of the films from before.
Yeah.
And it was also really interesting because throughout the films, I was at my third film by this point, and
Point
I
of
had been
contention,
requesting things with my suit. Like, I wanted to be able to take my gloves off. I wanted to be able to like go to the.
Are we all into superhero movies? Yes or no?
You learn as
you go?
Yes.
And they said, not.
Jimmy's interviewing skills never fail.
Toby and Andrew both had those things on their suits.
And they didn't know it.
Disrespect.
They already had. They lived
And
in
Jimmy,
it. We already had this
stone-faced Jimmy will never crack.
Yeah, I learned you should just put your foot down sometimes.
Let's get back to the flight path, shall we?
To Halloween. What's it like when you see kids dressed as Spider-Man? Do they freak out when they see you?
It's okay. It's okay.
It's a joy, man. I remember. God, I've been playing Spider-Man for.
We're gonna have to quit off that. We're gonna have to quit off that, and you know, it is my duty as a pilot to make sure that we stay the course. No, like minor distractions. Getting back onto where we need to go, and make sure everybody is okay, and people get the flight they deserve, one that arrives at its destination, and I won't be reprimanded or fired from my job as a aircraft pilot. I will say that the means testing for pilot was quite easy for me to do anyway. It just had a checkbox saying how much do you know about flying, a lot or not, and I put in just a bit, and they signed me up. They didn't even do a background check, so they didn't. Okay, I've assigned some values and punched them in. The benefit of this is that we absolutely know for sure we're doing the altitude and airspeed we need. Right, back to what matters, isn't that right, David?
Yep. Spot on, Jimmy. I want to hear his thoughts on the MCU. And what he has to say about movies and films. And watching on your fucking telephone.
Yeah, and we're just trying to... Let me try and work this computer here. And there, it's back.
Decade now. Right, so I'm probably 19.
Also, if your ears have popped, I recommend guzzling sweets, chew like mad, and start screaming on the flight, because if you scream, it actually pops your ears next to all the people on it.
Civil War is either coming out or has come out. So what I'm trying to say is like I knew I was Spider-Man, my family knew I was Spider-Man.
The altitude's going Willy Wonka.
That I was Spider-Man. Okay. So we have kids coming
I don't know what I'm doing.
treated like really exciting.
I've lost control of the craft!
Like making sure the kids are safe. Because everything you learn about being a kid goes against trick-or-treating. It's like,
Oh my god, that was scary.
don't go to a stranger's house. Don't take strangers' food.
Tom Holland he's eroding my brain.
So the parents are there, and we're waiting for a kid to show up and spot.
I have to put a pause on Tom here. He's kind of eating through my brain cells as I'm trying to like fly this craft, and the darkness is kind of too ominous for me to like put too much faith in the autopilot. So I'm gonna kick into high gear and get back to where we need to be, and hopefully not crash. I would love some tea and biscuits right about now, but I know I'm not deserving of them yet. Look at that. Just ignore the message above. It's fine. You'll see that when you're an aircraft pilot such as myself quite a lot. Let's see. I can test if it's... Oh, it's kicked in. So, let me just adjust some small adjustments and I'll turn on the autopilot and get back to watching. Very, very good video. Come on. That's it. Right. See that? Golden.
Spider-Man, eventually someone does. My dad calls me down. And I think where I went wrong with this 7-year-old.
The thing about Jimmy Fallon here, let's see if we can get him. There he is, Happy Jolly Jimmy. The thing about Happy Jolly Jimmy is he's like a bunch of rats compiled into a man.
We don't need the candy bar. We're gonna walk away. Well, I'm so
Let's get a look on that.
Like, kid,
And I'll
is
get
there
some
any way
something
we
to
can take a photo
drink.
with you? There is some chatter that Spider-Man 4 is happening, and that you'll be back as Spider-Man.
Any idea of when we're gonna get there?
No, I've no clue. Look, I've just been kind of not paying attention, and oh my God, would you look at that?
What the heck are you doing? We're going Willy Wonka again, Willy Wobbly.
Yep. I thought the autopilot had it, and look what happened. Boeing is going to have to answer to this. They can't keep getting away with just who the fuck is the autopilot? It's not Ernie Hudson anyway. Not that guy. That's the guy from Ghostbusters.
You're thinking about the man who was able to land a plane in the Hudson River. Ernie Hudson is the Ghostbusters guy.
That is true. I did mix them up, and there was a video outside the aircraft. I don't even know how that happens, but alien technology. What can I say? It's just a shame that as an aircraft pilot, my daily life is just stress, and I can't even watch a 10-minute Jimmy Fallon video if I want. I must have my full attention to make sure everything goes over nice and smooth. But we might be able to resume it soon now. Okay, the wings aren't flapping like mad again, are they? Okay, I think it's looking good. If we go into a mad plunge again, apologies. Let's get that video back.
Now we're here.
What do you want to know?
Now we're here. Now we're here. We're touching. Now we're in the same room. Can we confirm this tonight?
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to stop it again. As you can see, just crazy amount of losing altitude. I need to open up the pilot's manual and have a look as to why this stuff is happening. Throughout the rigorous training I gave myself in the previous aircraft, you know, none of this happened. The autopilot did all the magic work, and now I've been forced into a slave for the aircraft company for this plane. Bastards at Boeing, bastards. Is it stable? Are we stable? I still... I'm just gonna... I must say... Let's give a quick look. Because I don't agree with the autopilot my hole. Surely enough, there's a setting that actually does the job. It's going to not categorized. Is there an eject copilot option? See, there's a lot of different settings that your autopilot would actually look at. See this too? I want to do something new. Nope. That's been done before, so let's see. What about that? That looks good. And so L1R, sorry, LBRB right and LBRB down. Let's look at the other settings quick. I'll go into tools, because I'm a tool. Flight assistant. That's exactly what we need. That's it. I think I've done it. I think I've absolutely done it. It has broken. That setting, I think, definitely works, but I don't know why the camera goes like that. If we can't look outside the aircraft, but the flight assistant does all the work, I don't care. As long as it knows what to do and it corrects itself here. We just seem to be veering off to the right. It is changing the camera, so I think that's all it does. Fucking useless flight assistant. Just look at my instruments here. It just disabled itself. So, how about just say okay. Now, I don't know if any other controls have been remapped now. Let's have a look. Just quick. That's okay. It's all right. I just wish there was an indicator to tell me that it's turned on, because otherwise, like, now it's just going that way, you know? I've got like 3 autopilots engaged. This isn't exactly how I imagined it was gonna go. Me fighting the controls. I was gonna opt to do this on the PC version. I think I have even more of a headache. Or sorry, this is a real flight. That's what I was meant to say. It's no joke. Come on now. I think what's bothering me as well is the fact that I know that I'm in the right direction. It's just not, it's not perfect, and then it descends too much and then crash. I might turn that setting off so it doesn't do that. Was that in... I think it was in here, in this. I think it was this. Just say low. The flight path is there. Yep, waypoint. Gyro drift, what is that about? Nah, I don't want to be looking at this. I think so. That seems good. Assisted yoke. I think so. No. Okay, I think I've turned on a setting to pollute the air. Are we golden, or is there going to be issues? I'm feeling a cold chill. So I am. The wind chill. I can't say I'm happy enough yet. As long as we stop dropping, I'll be happy. Come on. Up you get. Up you get. Ah, we're going up. We're going 2 up. Slow the feck down. Can I even tell where I am? It's not the most eventful flight considering the time, and it is the North Atlantic Ocean. There isn't a lot of things that happen over the North Atlantic Ocean now. Okay, will it stay? Of course it won't. Let me just quickly assess something here. Just leave it like that. At this rate, I think I could have looked at all the cockpit options and sorted it out myself. Okay, we're coming down. We'll get back to the video in due course. I did find something in this pilot's book that I have here, but it's quite outdated. It says 2021, and this aircraft has been updated. There's somebody offering controls inspired by Grand Theft Auto. And it's a massive, massive article. I don't think I have the time during this flight to do this. So from what I'm reading here, and which you'll be quite pleased to know, is that on certain aircraft, the option for the auto pilot, it doesn't exist. So in the other version of it, the autopilot works. In this version, not so much. Which was a major player in this entire thing. But I am adamant that we can get there to our destination, despite all these setbacks. I am going to man this ship, this aircraft, and get the job done. No complaints. Just get there, watch the videos, get it done. So where is the video gone? Is it still there? Let's see, can I control? I don't know if I can control. This twisty thing is for the captain's elevator. I don't know what that is. But it is quite difficult to do anything while consulting this many times. I'm just seeing, is there a... Yeah, let's have a look quick. I need to figure out where the fuck we are. So this is where we are currently. We're getting close to this patch of land. And 7 hours remaining of the flight. It's it is something else. Now what we could do is expedite. At least get over land and then consider. We'll come from this point. And that way we'll have a bit of sunlight. And there we go. Just making it a bit easier. Making up for lost time. Look at that. Isn't it something else? This is a lot more inviting and hopeful, you could say. Okay, let's see. First things first. Let's turn around, get back on the flight path. So below us there is the sky, not the ocean. A nice reflection of the sun. Without the sun, we wouldn't even be here. In terms of... We need to sort out the landing gear situation here. Now, if I'm correct thinking, I did see landing gear somewhere. Was it above? Those are runway lights? Nope. Just one of these. How you doing, David? Looking swell. Let's lift this shite and investigate. Parking brakes, speed brakes. Oh, found it. Set that position. There we go. See? Now we're flying. Now we're sucking diesel. Or we're using our proper, you know, head. Where our head is screwed back on. Look at that. This feels a lot better now. Whereas earlier on it did not feel so great. Can we even see Ireland anymore? We can't. It's just a blip that is on the planet Earth. Lots of different people down there. Lots of different cultures. But at the end of the day, we're all pretty much the same. We're flesh and blood and bones. You can have a nice soup. We're very lucky to be afforded these things, that we can have soup. Especially during the winter time. Just quickly get in here, and I think that's some either land or I think it might be clouds. Never mind that. Boeing is going to absolutely pay for what they've done anyway, for disabling the autopilot on this flight. Because once I get this landing in and done, there will be a firm slapping given to the guy in Shannon air traffic control as well. Multiple people will be getting slaps, I'll just say. The slaps will be had. I thought you're in the nip there, David.
Nope, Just minding my own business. I see that you can see on the little map there, Ireland. Gorgeous, beautiful blue skies and golden sunshine across the horizon.
Yep. Just adjusting the plane there, David. I don't know, while you're yapping, the plane just seems to have ascended astronomically high. It's not a rocket to Mars or anything, but isn't it incredible we have the technology to fly in the first place anyway, you know, as it is? Isn't it absolutely amazing that you can just travel anywhere you want, provided you have the money, of course. But the technology's there. Just stabilize this. I would love for the plane to just be still. I'm going to apply a bit of breakage. Small bit of breakage. But enough that will still make our destination. Because I don't want panic mode to set in again and then we're fucked. Is that it? There it is, the map. Beautiful map. Let's look at this.
Что, черт возьми, ты делаешь? Разверни, я сказал, разверни. Черт побери,
I
что
don't know if we
происходит?
should be watching this on the flight. It's not looking good.
On the night of September 14, 2008, an Aeroflot Boeing 737-505 carrying 18 flies was en route to the city of Perm, nestled among the misty Ural Mountains. However, there was one thing the passengers did not know. The crew flying today included a drunk pilot, and then a horrifying incident occurred.
I don't think we should be watching this on the aircraft. It just does not bode well. Like, you can see here, I need to wipe the screen as well. It's a bit minging. It's a bit of a manky fucking... Look at that, manky glass. Just hold on a second. We're going to nosedive the plane a bit after that. Not to imitate the video by any means, but I need to just get the fuck back in. Okay, I have my wits about me. I don't know what that micro button is for. There's no turbo. You need to calm down. Hold on. I think this contraption's going to be spinning all the time. Thought I saw some interesting button there about the weather. We got the master fire warning, so click that button, tell everybody there's a fire on board, and basically to pray, because I don't know what you could do in that situation either. Toggle that weather data. Can we get a live weather reading from yourself, David, there when you're ready?
Absolutely. Let's bring up the weather in Washington. Today, it's Thursday, 21st, 2024, and like I said, you need to bring the plane down. We're not trying to imitate the moment on the Titanic with Rose. Put it down. Anyway, Thursday, 21st, 2024. It's 53 degrees Fahrenheit. It's going to be cloudy in Washington, D.C. And tonight, cloudy skies, then partly cloudy after midnight. Lows of 35 degrees Celsius with winds from the northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Make sure to take in the washing from the clothesline. There's also baby sea turtles that have arrived after 2 years in New England. Isn't that something else? Friday, it's going to be a bit of rain. We got a bit of rain at 43 degrees and then 41 degrees Fahrenheit with 89% chance of precipitation. wind speed 16 miles per hour, and Saturday it's going to be 56 degrees and partly cloudy, and hopefully we'll be getting those beautiful blue skies and golden sunshine like we have right now. Thank you for listening to the weather. That's been the live from the skies, I can see it with my eyes, David Lynch weather report.
I don't know why you needed to state that it was David Lynch, but I mean that is you. It's a very Lynchian kind of thing to say. Oh, look at that. You can see the kind of detail coming out of the back of the engine. Out of the turbines even. Would you call them turbines or an engine? Like what would you phrase that? I don't think it matters too much. But with one hand I can control this plane, and we'll make it to Washington without this fucking autopilot. Any video requests, David, while we're here?
I don't have any requests per se, but if you want to throw something on, we can watch it.
Yeah, also, it's about time that we mention the in-flight ads, so to speak, should we? I think we've been negating our duty on this flight, and let's announce to the cabin crew to get ready to start rolling out the Pringles and liquors and all that stuff.
Hello! Today, on your flight, you can get a can of cola for $2.89. A container of Pringles, Prongles. We couldn't afford Pringles on the flight. This is Egypt travel, by the way. So Prongles for $3.99. You can also get yourself some Maltesers or even a douchey cloth. I don't know what that is. You can also get a couple of other items too. Inside the booklet, you can get maybe one or two items. You can get an egg sandwich. One of my personal favorites, an egg sambo. My pilot here, master pilot, he would recommend the egg sandwich. I don't know what a sandwich is, but he wants you to get it. Also, things might taste a bit different than you're used to because it is in the air and the pressurization would change the taste. We have a range of soups. Also, you gotta remember that we also have some lovely wines, dry-aged milk, and luckily enough, we haven't been hit with any screaming babies on board. And we have the usual assortments of M&Ms and other sweets, but no donuts. Thank you for flying with Egypt Travel, and we'll see you again when we land.
Okay, thank fuck for that. You know, I didn't think you had it in you to do the in-flight ads, but you know, lo and behold, you did. You held your own, and I seem to have lost control of the yoke, and it's gone invisible. I think I have an idea. I've kind of got a good idea now why I've regained control of the plane during that ad segment there. It seems that we completely... I think you must have hit something with your knee or something, David. I don't know why, but it seems when you're messing about with the controls, you hit something and it really affected what was going on. It was all going swimmingly well, and then it didn't.
Look, quit your jibber jabber. Let's get back to business.
It's all about a business. It's always about a quick buck with you, isn't it? It's always about a quick buckaroo. That game Buckaroo that we used to play, the board game. How life was so much easier with the Pop Pirate and fucking Buckaroo. We don't have time to play Buckaroo anymore, Buck. Or sorry, Bucko. We have to make sure that this fucking flight stays on the path. We need to stabilize it as well. The airspeed is fucking mental. I saw a film about a lad who he landed in the Hudson River, but doesn't he know he's supposed to land on land? That was pretty good. Okay. Hey Siri, how am I supposed to fly a plane? That's more like it. Okay, we're back on track. I'm pretty surprised with the fuel consumption as well. It's doing pretty good. The spindle's going a bit mad, but... And of course, no expression from him. Is there any way to slow the plane down? We're going too fast. We might crash. I'm gonna look for the brake. I think David's fucking asleep at the wheel. We're getting calls by air traffic control. It's all fucking shutting down. Hold on. Fire extinguisher controls. Oh, fucking don't touch that. The thrust. We're gonna have to disengage the thrust. NA. Okay, let's have a look outside. Oh my god. We've definitely slowed down, but we're getting recommendations to set the altimeter up, and I'm not going to be doing that. If the engine went bust on us anyway, and we were still, you know, a ways away to land, I don't think we'd be making it back in one piece. But I'm adamant about staying the course and proving that fucker back at Shannon Airport wrong. I'm here to prove people wrong. That's exactly why I'm here. Although I do need to go to the fucking the toilet again. Okay, bring it in. Just bring it in. Slowly does it. So engine 1 and engine 2. We've cut the engines, but watch. I have an absolute there we go. By cutting the engine ever so slightly, I can fix this. A lot of the problems today, or sorry, even tonight, you know, because we're traveling over west, I have to adjust the time in my head. But I know where I've gone wrong now. The engine speed, sorry, the engine power has been, it's been too high. All this time it's been too high. We should be coasting. We shouldn't be fucking belting it out. That is way more relaxed. I think I've been going into the red zone the entire time. Is it good? If you look at that, still a bit shaky from turbulence, but look. Oh my god, would you not believe it? The controller has stopped shaking. It's a miracle. David, it's a miracle.
Yep. That's how you do it. Easy as she does it. Easy as she goes. Like that song. Easy as she goes. And then I think her drum kit falls off a cliff.
I don't remember the bit about the drum kit and the cliff.
Yep, just go watch the music video, buddy.
Yep, I'll definitely look into it. So, let's go, and it's good as time as any to catch up on politics and the election coming up. Let's see if I can find something here. Let's get that Yep, here it is. Let's get that, we need to figure out what's going on, who you're voting for in the election, and we gotta see what our options are. Let's watch this video together and decide how we're voting.
And the game award goes to...
I'm excited.
The game award goes to... And the winner is...
It's very important.
Good morning, afternoon, fucking evening. I don't remember where I am. Today, it's December 13th, 2024, and it is
I can't believe you did this video, David.
What day it is. Anyhow, I've been asked to do a little ditty on the Gaming Awards. Diddy was asked, but he could not be here. So, I remember a long time ago in the Alpine Mountains when video games were just a sapling on the trees of those beautiful paintings of washed watercolored painting.
What I could do is I could leave this on and go to the bathroom. I'll be back. Let's have a look outside and assess the situation here. I'll be fine. It is a bit below where we should be, but and the altitude is falling down, so let's kick the engines back up a bit. Just slightly. I think with enough engine juice, there is a meter here, so let's see what happens if I put it right to there. If it ascends anymore, I'll take it down before leaving. That's not so bad. Okay, we are ascending, but we need to get back to the prime altitude. Any Star Trek fans out there will know what I'm on about.
What are you on about?
Are you a Star Trek fan, David?
What the fuck is Star Trek?
It's a show. And, okay, let's make sure the engine is lower now.
Okay. What were you saying about Star Wars?
No, I wasn't mentioning Star Wars. Look, it's a long thing to go into. I need to go to the bathroom. I can trust in your capabilities like last time, David, to get us through this bit.
Yep. Just put the video back on, Buster. I need something to do. Even if it's my own voice.
Yep. Right. Let's see if I can turn this shit back on.
Trees. The thing
I'll be
is,
back, so.
I was asked to do this event because I was promised a cookie. Now, where do I begin? I remember back in the day when the game would be trying not to get your head blown off in war. Then, when you came home from school, you would throw a ball and you would chase it down the street with your shoes between your ears. I used to wear Converse sneakers, but then they got ruined because my brother was a bit of a douchebag. He was really, really rude to me growing up. Anyway, we have some awards to be doing. Does anyone have the cue card? The progenitor to what we call video games began as tic-tac-toe in the primordial soup that we call life. Many, many years ago, I saw a little Italian man and he said to me, "Mamma mia, make a pizza pie." And that man happened to be a don't know his name, but something Japanese. And he made the fat little Italian man that we know today.
Right, I've returned from the bathroom. Is he still going?
For pause. Wait, don't read that.
Terrain. Too
Best
low.
wet
Terrain.
wipe
Too low.
are
Terrain.
Yep.
Nigel Garage, Cake Joll, Margaret Ratcher, and Elon Mollusk.
A bit higher, I think.
And the lucky star is Emily Monk.
I get him off the screen.
I'm not just MAGA. I'm Dog Gothic MAGA. The future is gonna be amazing!
Please get the fuck off the stage. You're making a show in front of everyone. Please return to your seat.
I'm getting bothered by something. We're being spammed. Oh my god! We just bounced off the ocean there. It wasn't the clouds. It was the ocean. After all this.
Well,
Don't sink.
you were warned.
Don't sink. 200.
Don't sink.
Don't sink. 100.
Oh my god. It's so deceptive. You see, you think at one stage it's the clouds in the sky, but you're just barely above the ocean. The altitude isn't even that much. It's a shocker, so it is. Like earlier on, I was at a much higher altitude in the night sky, and you know, something else. One second you're watching the very important Game Awards, and then the next you're at the bottom of the ocean. Okay, stable. That's it. Don't panic. You see how much I had to like bring up the engines to avoid that catastrophe. Okay, it's all good. We all survived. We might take a quick inspection of the. Let's hopefully nobody got hurt. Let's have a quick look. I think we might have abandoned all of the passengers at the bottom of the sea. There used to be all these amazing, these seats, these very comfortable seats used to have people on them. I don't know if we'll make it to the land of opportunity. I think that's a quote from San Andreas or something. I see the opportunity and then I take it. David, any we have one passenger alive, it seems, in the chat. JFK Airport is not even the destination.
Howdy doody. I hope you've been well. And also to stay away from the new Call of Duty. I heard that JFK was not in the zombies mode like in the good old one. They should make a new one. That's good.
I suppose you can have good intentions, but we're going to make a landfall hopefully soon. The only thing you might have missed is technical difficulties at the start, a couple of ads, in-house ads. But they do pop up every once in a while. I mean the in-flight magazine kind of food brochure ads. Anything else, I don't know what comes up. There has been no reports of getting to round 40 on Kino der Toten. There has been no reports. But we have a video to rewatch here, finish. So let's see, we've got a couple of seconds left of the video and then we'll swap on to something else. See, it's quite difficult to manage flying an aircraft, as you'd imagine, and 94%. Let's cut the engine juice a bit and stabilize the craft. The last time I did this, it didn't go down nice. Yeah, the autopilot doesn't work. So, in between David Lynch taking over the reins, GameCube has been modified, says Mr. Gibbons. So JFK and Mr. Gibbons. I hope your day has been good. Okay, let's see. Stable, stable, stable! Christmas games. I don't have any Christmas games planned, but I believe the cutoff point at least begins December 1st, if I'm not mistaken. And it seems to me that there is an option to purchase something there, but it doesn't seem to be changing. Look, Amazon will do anything they can to advertise their products. I don't know what they'll be looking at. Let's see. Let's get this back on.
Small fly in the way of the stage. Please escort
I miss
him off the premises.
I missed this. I was at the toilet.
I was listening to the Bee Gees and their hit song, How Deep Is Your Love? Okay,
Quite a good song.
that's all from me. Don't ask me to do this again because it's giving me a headache. Good night.
So that was the Game Awards or something video. I don't know if he has that on his YouTube channel, David Lynch YouTube. But I did see this. I did see Jay Leno had become Big Boss recently, and he might open a private oil rig, you know, somewhere here maybe. Who knows? I'm just an aircraft pilot. Never mind my opinion on a comedic kind of. Some people call him a comedic legend. But the biggest headache for David might have been meeting George Lucas.
What happened to Jay Leno?
Oh, your poor face.
Look at my eye. Oh my gosh. Jay Leno is all bruised up. The left side of his face is black and blue. His eye is swollen shut. And look at his injured wrist.
I broke my wrist. Lost my...
It's real sad that he became the man who sold the world. Let's see. Something more cheery than that. We got some nice in-flight entertainment for you tonight. All of this can be viewed on your screen in your seat, in the comfort of your. I don't even know what Egypt travel is rated, but
summer season. I've got peas growing. I've got all the summer vibes. So I thought I'd make something summer vibey for you.
Excellent.
So this dish is brown butter, pea, and black.
Will there be carrots?
Super simple. It's a celebration of summer, and it's.
I love gnocchi.
Rocket leaves. It has basil and most.
Rocket leaves.
Which is spectacular.
John Paul Gaultier. Playing with the dog on the beach. What else could you love? Amazing.
I have my floury potatoes, which I've baked off.
Hold on. Donald! Donald, hold on! Donald, hold on! We're going to crash into the ocean. Oh fuck, we just hit the ocean!
I just realized I was on the intercom there. Okay, we're good. Lucky enough, water acts like a nice cushion, and you can bounce off the ocean while traveling. So, disaster avoided, isn't that right?
Yep. While you were not even paying attention, I was informing the boys back at home office that you're being a bit of a little nitty, and look what happened. Would that kill people?
I think so. Don't sink. Okay, let's get back to watching our cooking video. It's of real importance. More so than keeping everybody on board alive. Or sorry, the one passenger we have. Because we did lose a lot of them during this. Sadly enough. 700 souls were alive on this flight, and then we hit the ocean floor twice previous to this. and the adult diapers, I think, were shat. So, yeah, I know. Sad. Anyway, there's the map, but we don't give a fuck about the map.
I've got them to the stage where they are ready to rock and roll. So we're going to add some pasta flour to this. We're going to add an egg.
I love pasta.
Salt and pepper, and make up our gnocchi dough. So get off the counter and let's go. So flour goes in. Now you can use
I'm in the pilot seat.
But, tipo 00 is always good when you're making a beautiful pasta. I'm going to season it
That's
generously
it.
with some salt and some black pepper.
Oh, that's too much salt.
The beauty of this recipe, now you can do this with store-bought gnocchi if you want to, but the beauty of doing it like this is that you can infuse your dough with whatever you fancy. If you had some spinach, you could add it in there.
We're grand. We're heading in the right direction.
Well, but I'm keeping this quite plain. I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese in here as well. It'll add
Parmesan
saltiness,
cheese.
it'll add a creaminess, and it will really put together a dough which is just so wonderful when you make.
I think I remember seeing something else.
I do.
Let's have a look at a different video, because there is a different video I have in mind that I saw that looked really tasty. Let's see if I can get it up here. No, that can't be it. So we got Joe Ganascoli. So let's have a look at this once I get back onto the flight path. I think another reason why it's the plane's going out of whack. Engine is too high. Fix this up. And if we get a warning about hitting the sea floor again, it'll be fine. Please be honest, is this fake? Is this Ryanair? This is not a fake Ryanair flight. This is Egypt travel, okay? We don't like to get mixed up with the CEO of that. The CEO of Ryanair, who gets cream pied. He's always in the news. Hold on. We're stabilizing. Brilliant. A bit lower, a bit lower. You have to master the art of treading the needle on these things. Let's get this fucking lovely sandwich on.
Hey, what's happening? Joey G, Vito from The Sopranos. Whether I'm going to AC or coming back, especially after a good day at AC.
Giant Red Bull.
By Chico and Sons. Look at this grandma pie. You ever see that? It's a work of art. Regular mods, fresh mods.
You wouldn't get that thing on our airplane. That's all I'm saying.
Pesto, and of course my sandwich, the Vito.
That is gorgeous.
We got gabagool, chicken cutlet,
gabagool,
mustard, hot pepper relish, Swiss, and of course I bring them a bottle of my Rocca vodka.
He's even on it.
Bring your own vodka here at Chico and Sons in Northfield.
Let's go to Chico and Sons, eh, David?
So make sure you try.
We're going to Chico and Sons.
I want to get a donut and some coffee, and my legs hurt. I hate it.
You're gonna be fucking there. Also, I did notice that the flight kind of map is not updated in quite some time. It did show a more zoomed out shot of the northern hemisphere, but as you can see now, it's been replaced by YouTube. And oh, excellent. We're all grand. We're not going to die. Let's. If you were to die, though, this might be the last thing that we watch. Okay. This is the last thing that we've got on the in-flight media.
An auspicious moment. Like Robert Oppenheimer or Neil Armstrong, we need the appropriate words to mark this historic scientific event.
How about die, toaster, die?
Oh.
That'll do it.
That's so funny.
Oh my god, that's loud. Robot Wars. Yeah, fuck up the toaster. Incredible.
Alright, what's next?
Oh,
I think we're just gonna stay in tonight and do laundry.
this show is too funny. She could have died because of the Robot Wars fucking... How did they even think this up? They're so smart.
Stu the cockatoo.
He's in... Wait, he's in like a kid's bookshop. He's like in Eason's.
At the zoo.
Ooh.
Author Sarah Carpenter.
Just checking to see we don't crash.
And her husband and best...
Oh no, that happened last time. We nearly died. Okay, ascend. You see, we don't want to get killed while trying to watch The Big Bang Theory. Get back.
What are you doing? I was watching that.
There's an option to push to talk, David. You might as well use it for your mouth.
Don't be rude.
Yep. I guess we'll just have to fucking talk. Look, if I'm not able to put the in-flight media on, and most of these knobs and whistles don't do fucking anything, to tell you the truth. So, what is it you do for work again, David?
I am a film director.
I just thought I'd do some crowd work.
What's that?
I do nothing, but I ask what other people do for work.
Want to hear a joke?
What?
A blind man walks into a pub.
I don't get it.
You didn't see the joke?
Nope, I couldn't see the joke.
Okay.
Well, I used to be a teacher.
What happened?
Nothing happened, I just lost my license.
What for?
Not for any reason, but I'm still looking for it.
What's going on? I don't understand. Is this a joke or... Were you a teacher? I think if you're gonna pursue doing this, you have to establish if you're doing a joke or not.
I thought it was a given. You know, Mr. Gibbons there, one of our passengers, would actually agree that by saying that not everything has to be real. Look there, look at that. For some reason, people must insist that everything needs to be realistic for something to be told. But the HUD looks like the Ukrainian flag, and that it does. A bit of a hot button political issue at the moment.
Yep. And we're going to steer clear of that. We Americans have nothing to do with that.
Okay, I disagree with that. I think a lot of people would disagree with that. See, you're now diving off the deep end. You know, you can't be going on about that.
I can say what I want.
Okay, fair enough. You know, I've been going through a lot recently. The first indication life is going to be horrible was school. Right out the gate, or in the gate, I should say. See, everything has to be serious when you turn 5 years old. Suddenly it's of mass importance that you can add numbers and colour Jesus within the lines. I remember colouring Jesus in purple, and Jesus happened to be not a purple back in the day. He wasn't Barney the dinosaur. But
look, with the crayons, you do what you can with the crayons you're dealt.
Exactly. I still think flights are they're quite interesting. You know, we got rockets, but I still don't have faith in all that stuff. I don't think a lot of people do. So we've gotten the weather, we've gotten a bit of in-flight stuff. I think, is there anything else we kind of missed out on? Do you have any stories to tell, David? I think this has been a turbulent kind of flight, you could say. Some things went well, some things did not go so well. We can't resume that video. This, some patriotism. Back to what you like. Let's get back to in-flight media. What do we have here? What is this? Barack Obama is about to leave office. And this place is Barack Obama Plaza in Ireland.
Some of the tourists get distracted by the motorway signage saying the Barack Obama Plaza, or the brown tourism sign on the motorway saying ancestral village of President Obama, and that draws people in. And right at the mouth of the motorway you're met by the Barack Obama Plaza. We have a visitor centre, and we don't just highlight President Obama's
and they have a
Irish
Supermax
ancestry.
there.
We highlight the influence of Ireland in the United States and around the world.
Were you expecting to find Barack Obama Plaza in this part of the Midlands of Ireland?
No way.
Not at all.
And what was your reaction? Were you just driving on the motorway and you saw the sign?
Yeah.
We had to pull over.
Yeah, we had to pull over.
We had to pull over.
I couldn't believe that Barack Obama, our president, would have a gas station in Ireland.
And what do you imagine Barack Obama's connection to this part of Ireland might be?
I think the grandmother or something.
Yeah, the grandmother.
My great-great-great-grandauntie, her dog happened to be part Irish.
Business has been quite good.
He doesn't look very realistic.
What? He looks realistic to me.
No, that's clearly cardboard, and he's outside Supermax, you know? Fucking Irish McDonald's.
Look, it's dirty, but it gets the job done.
Dirty, I mean, that could be interpreted in many ways, maybe even racist.
It's not racist, it's just true.
Cutting remarks.
We're continuing to grow, which is fantastic, and being on so close to the motorway on the M7.
We're not stalling now, are we?
And convenient for people passing by to call in. So there's plenty to see.
As long as we don't drop into the sea, I'm okay.
Pass the time while you're here as well. And yeah, we have 130 people employed here, and the majority, I suppose, to be fair, would be local. A lot of people would have memories and be able to share their stories of the visit of President Obama. They might have been in Moneygall that day, but they're able to explain the story to those who are lost and bewildered to why this place is called the Barack Obama Plaza.
They even have a little bust of him. Visitor Center. This was 7 years ago, by the way.
Regular Guinness glass presented in a display case, but what's this doing here?
Yeah.
Well, this is the pint glass that the First Lady poured a pint of Guinness into. Okay. And our local parish priest, he borrowed the glass from the pub after he finished its contents. And
he stole it.
Again, when we were opening here, he brought it down and gave it to us. And you can see in one of the displays and on one of the videos here, the First Lady actually pouring the pint into the glass. So it is genuine. It's not the pint.
That is a super typical Irishy face.
The President drank from. A lot of people assume that, but it's the one that the First Lady poured the pint into.
How do we know it's the one the First Lady poured the pint into? Could this not just be a random Guinness glass?
It could be. You'll have to trust us. Okay. I suppose the build-up in the days beforehand was really when it got intense. You know, when you seen.
Is that Eamon De Valera? Who's this?
The manholes, and we had flagpoles on the street. They all had to be welded. Everything was inspected. The sniffer dog was brought through everybody's house on the main street. The Gardaí were done a search. Anybody who had a license for a gun was removed. Their guns were removed and taken into storage in the local Garda station. And a ring of steel was definitely erected around the village when over 3,000 Defence Force members and Garda.
Yeah, when he came over to visit, yeah.
Leading up to the president's visit, the army were planted in the forestries behind the village and in the fields and the ditches and everything.
The thing is, we have no guns of our own. Like, you're over-equipped. You might as well have ballistic missiles to send to blow up a farmer and his sheep. Like, it's a bit ridiculous. The average person in this country has nothing to throw at anybody, you know? I think a lot of people couldn't be fucked if Obama came over, to be honest.
Every nook and cranny you could think of. And
he's outside somebody's granny's house. You can tell by the type of, it's like popcorn walls.
Anywhere there was a...
And Enoch Burke makes a mystery appearance behind the pole here.
For the president to step foot in any premises or location. There was an increase.
The shovels were confiscated.
Kept, pretty close to the chest.
And cows were, listen, there was allegations made that cows were launched, presumably at the president, with trebuchets, but luckily enough, the cows were not injured, and none of the cows made it over to Moneygall.
The morning of the actual the arrival of the president, when we were told exactly what he was doing, and we were debriefed at that stage.
We're en route. We're en route anyway. No need to panic.
There's no intentions, as far as I'm aware, at head office level to change the name of the plaza. It'll always be the Barack Obama Plaza, unless...
In 100 years' time, if it's still around, it's going to be the Barack Obama Plaza. So it is. Oh, there's one extra video here. Since he did die this year, actually.
You know, I don't care whether you're black, white, or green. I really don't.
I don't think OJ was green now. He wasn't the Incredible Hulk.
You know, I don't care whether you're black, white, or green. I really don't care. The bottom line is, you got off. You're innocent.
Thank you. Yeah, that is the bottom line, but that ain't the bottom line for so many
You're
people.
innocent. You got off. What kind of racism is that? You're free.
What kind of racism is that?
You're walking around.
Let me say something.
What's your problem here? Just be free, be happy.
And once I get riled, sometimes, you know, you really get pissed, and I start thinking about stuff, thinking about this and this and this and this, and...
Why do you go on?
Because I'm talking to you. And you got me riled up. You got me started.
I might lose my job at Egypt Travel for watching O.J. Simpson, but it's been a good flight.
So if you promise that you will not ask me another question about...
That bottle of water looking nice and tasty, because I definitely need some extra water. I ran
don't
out.
have to talk about it anymore.
Just did you do it?
No, I didn't. Nope. Did not do it.
OJ wasn't green. Real apple pie. 4th of July.
She was a hooker.
After we finished filming,
He's on multiple
OJ
screens.
said to me that he had a surprise for me, and I genuinely was surprised. I think it was his idea of a joke, and this is it.
Here's the OJ joke. Haunting. Should I keep it on like that? Maybe that will become the fucking preview. Hold on. And is it? That is perfect. So somebody who's browsing around, you can find some fucking fabulous flight material. If you're browsing on the internet and you stumble upon this live stream of this flight, you've got something to look forward to. It does look funky. I definitely need some more water anyway. If I'm going to be making landfall over in the States, and I'm going to get that donut and coffee with Lynch here, I don't know.
You better go get some water, Boy Scout. Also remove that guy from the screen.
Okay, I'll do it. Oh god, I pressed the button. I shouldn't have done it. Oh, here's some nostalgia. This used to be a great place to get games and to rent movies on a Friday night, 2 to 3 days. Unfortunately, we've gone the way of the stream, and I think even now people or Sony is imploring people to stream games. Very laggy. So not only can you not like own anything, you're only allowed to stream it. But this was the golden days of you could rent games and like you can even buy them, DVDs, the lot. Let's have a brief look into this. The Simpsons game. Whenever it gets close to Christmas, I think about this place. Also, a PS3 for €400. That's a steal. And also notice it was the PlayStation 2 version of the game that they're looking at. Because I think some versions of the PS3 you could play it on it. I think it might have been the €600 one though. Like, games weren't like overpriced to shit yet. Wait, Spider-Man, was it? Spider-Man 3. Finding Nemo. 40 pounds. Wow, look at that. 3 for €25 or €10 each. That's not bad for a film. I can smell the carpet in this place, and they used to have a popcorn machine up here. I didn't even notice the music, and now I did. It's some strange music, I'll say that much. Okay, just making sure we don't die. Yeah, they buy your games back. You could trade in, and look at this Nokia fucking shite phone. It's some farmer music, I don't know. So he's working the till. They would all come in the same kind of blue box, and they just write, or sorry, they have it typed out what the media is. Can we catch anything here? Ah, the quality's too low. But they did go bust, unfortunately, and they're no longer around. Wayne's World. What else? There's another aisle. Oh, can anyone recognize any of these games on the shelf? I think that's Pro Evolution Soccer 5, if I'm not mistaken, or 6. Scarface. I don't know what that is. It's a blob. Incredibles and some other crap. It's a piece of history, so it is. Any good ones? Omens. In Japan, Pro Evolution Soccer is just called the Winning 11. It's a good name. I think I knew that. I watched a video not too long ago about street interviewers in Japan, and they did mention Winning 11, but some prefer FIFA. Okay, let's see. Windows XP. Look at that. MP3 M&M's. The M&M's DVD. Happy Feet. Yep, the M&M fucking stuff. And The Lion King 3. A terrible, terrible fucking movie. The mad thing was, they had one of these chutes as well for, like, if you had to return something and they weren't open, you could just slide it in. It's very convenient. Bags of money and euros. Like, that isn't the safest place now. Somebody could easily rob all that, and I think there were stories back in the day about people just reaching their arm or over the counter and robbing the fucking place. So in some ways we lost something, and in other ways we kind of gained a lot, because like I said, it was quite easy to fucking get robbed. Here's another cool video that we could watch. I've watched that, just ticking the boxes.
Now, our
We haven't done this in a while.
host for this evening, the Bony Roll.
Just don't be renting out the Catcher in the Rye book, okay? Let's turn up the speed on the Boeing. I want to have a look at the map. What is the controls here? Like, I would like to reset the map so I know where I am. It was very handy. Okay, well, this shit's going on. I've turned it into an iPad. Okay, doesn't matter. That's it, yes. How much more distance do we need to cover? I would like to get this flight done and dusted. Or I'll tell you what we could do. Let's expedite the process, will we? What the fuck is this? We're going to do it this way. I salute the fallen souls on that flight. Due to a technical mishap, we did hit the ocean, and from my findings on the internet and the flight book, the pilot's pamphlet, the Boeing 737 MAX does not have an autopilot that works for some reason. So yeah, there's that. So let's see. There's me. Okay. Philadelphia. Let's set this as... It is loading in all the places. And we're gonna come in from here. Let's get going. These ads are getting more and more intrusive as they go, you know? I think they're based on the whoever's watching's algorithm, it seems. It collects the data and it suggests depending on what you've been looking up, so that's not on me. I'm just an aircraft pilot. I did not do that.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Amazing. Like last time, look what's happened. Why is the flight gear out? Let's adjust this again. I need to find it again. That's the flaps. I thought it was this. It's not the speed brakes. I want... Oh, here it is. It's up here. I remember now. Not yet. Not yet. Okay, good. And I believe we have to turn right because I don't know how far up I am. Well, I look at the... I can't make this out. Don't let the passengers know that I'm doing this. Look at this. We're doing a roll maneuver, but no need to fret. It's fine. Just a small detour on the way to Jefferson Clinton. It's all fine. Notable visitor to Ireland would have been William Jefferson Clinton, as reported by a passenger just not too long ago. It seems to be that we are grazing. It's fine. We'll get back into the skies in no time. But strangely enough, the destination has been deleted. I mean, it's been plugged into the computer. So we're looking for KIAD, which is there.
Also, welcome to this Easy Travel flight, and make sure you get your keister planted right on those comfy seats, and we'll be back in due course.
As David has reported, just be patient. The iPad, turn it off. See, it's all under control now. It's hard to do two jobs at once. Okay, that is good. Now if I can just get out of that. It's, as stated many times, the autopilot does not work. Never mind that. We're not dead. We're not dead. It's fine. Just a small mishap. We're going to land at Washington. We're going to prove that bastard back at Shannon wrong, that we can fly an aircraft. Okay, stable. Okay. Very good. How are we all doing?
We're going to make landfall over in Washington, D.C., so make sure you remain seated. Also, if any baby starts crying, we will nosedive the plane and crash and kill us all. I hope you had a miserable flight. Also, we will be dealing with the air traffic authorities and multiple Boeing representatives over the non-inclusion of an autopilot feature. That's when David Lynch, moaning it out.
As David, you did not need to tell the passengers that information, but okay, you're not even looking at me. It's the home stretch now. I can see the place names. Ocean City, man.
Is that a football club? Like Man City?
It's not a football club. I can't really make out your face when I have this iPad stuck there. I don't even think I'll need the on-screen iPad once I'm close enough. I was hoping to get a brief bit of O2, not O2, H2O. But at this rate, I don't know. It won't be long now until till the end of the flight. We didn't do the announcement, David, for what you usually say.
Yep. We got beautiful blue skies over in Washington. Make sure to stop in and get a nice coffee, maybe a salad. Also, go to Broadway and pick up some nice ladies and maybe go and see a movie with a monkey. Also, I'm gonna get a coffee and some donuts. That's it. I hope you enjoyed your flight with us at ejettravel.ie. For more cheap flights, look us up. And I hope you've had a pleasant flight.
I think I'm going to be losing my job because despite me doing all the work of fucking flying the aircraft, David is a renowned filmographer, director, and lovable old man, and meanwhile nobody knows who I am, and I'm going to be thrown underneath the Airbus and probably killed. So, even if I make landfall, I think I'm going to get killed. The magic mushrooms are starting to kick in, and I think the anxiety is creeping up now, so I might have to nosedive the plane into the ground. I might not even land the plane.
What are you on about? Please do not nosedive the plane. It's not within the schedule or the parameters.
I suppose not. Yeah, I don't know. We might have to wrestle for the this yoke. I can't seem to see. I want to see the land. What do we have? Look at that. It's the United States of America. The giant US. We got Bunting's Field. If you're from the States, you might be able to spot your own house. But we do not care for your house right now. We want to land at KIAD. So what's over there? Sainsbury's. More Ocean City shit. Not long now until we land. And the compass up there, top left, look at that. So we have our first kind of landmark Ennis. And I'm trying to make out the landmass. See, there's multiple kind of rivers cutting around. If you're from the States, you know what these are. You know them well. What is this? I might have to slow down now. Spring Hill, anybody? I think it's over there. That's the airport. That's the home stretch. I am really looking forward to a nice glass of water. Shall I press the fire warning?
Do not press the fire warning. We're gonna lose our jobs.
You're a fucking famous film director. I don't... You know, you have nothing to lose. I have everything to lose.
I don't give a fuck. Don't press the buttons.
Okay, yeah. That's it. This thing has been doing my head in the entire flight. I really want to just press all the buttons and just have it at it, you know? Can't have fun on these flights. Let's not nosedive the plane, but fix the fucking altitude. Right there, do you see it? One of those airports. And we're home free. Let's look outside. Anything of use? Anything of note? It's just fields and fields. How different is this from Ireland, to tell you the truth? Why would you bother coming over to Ireland to go, where's Dingle? I love Ireland. My great-granddaddy was from Ireland. That is quite nice, look at that. It really puts into perspective, like, how normal looking on. Look, as you can see from over there, that's the flight path. See the blue squares? That's where we should be. Long time ago, I should have been way over there. So let's just do some hardcore maneuvers right now and get this mess sorted out. We need a request. Let me talk to air traffic control first.
Hello, air traffic control. This is the pilot of this 737 MAX. I'm requesting a taxi to Washington. I repeat, I'm requesting a taxi to Washington. Not an actual taxi, but to land the plane.
Okay, the request has been given in, and where's the fucking... There it is. We got it. We got it back. Hard turn. We're going to have to make sure that we make it. It's going to be a difficult one. This could land. This could be a catastrophe. September 11th might be recreated by accident here. I apologize. Oh, we're fixed. I don't know what happened there. We're okay. For some reason, we didn't die. Let's keep on keeping on. We're doing this. I fucking need to readjust it though and bring the landing gear out. That's it. I would like to say a warm thanks to everybody who tuned in to this. This is just a regular day in the life as me as a aircraft pilot. So, like thanking the passengers on the flight, I would like to extend that thanks to all those that tuned in. We had our ups and downs, but that's the nature of flying high in the skies. Make sure that you bring your luggage your overhead luggage. I should be saying this to the passengers. Hold on.
Make sure that you have all of your personal belongings, and if you are vaping in the toilets, I will personally find you and batter the shit out of you. But apart from that, thank you for flying with Asia Travel, and I will be filing a complaint against Boeing, and hopefully they don't try and assassinate me if I get through this. That would be nice. I will be contacting the BBC though. And to the passengers that, have been in a panic state for the entire flight, I'm sorry about banging into the North Atlantic Ocean a couple of times. We didn't crash into Jamaica, but we did make it to the United States. Irish passengers, you should be advised that do not buy any guns. Cocaine is still illegal, and we seem to have stopped. Oh, we're all good. We're all good. We're going to slow down the plane though. And audio seems to cut out. That is just your ears adjusting to the barometric pressure in the air. But also, you will not be needing your life jacket. Make sure you get your regular jacket. The bandwidth was too low. That is why we dropped the audio. So apologies. There's been some technical difficulties on this flight, but other than that, don't forget to leave a like for your captain.
Whereabouts in America is this? The Midwest? Just let it load. After we get back in, we'll land the plane and we'll go from there. But it's been a nice relaxed flight despite many near collisions. I've enjoyed my flight. A lot of people would want to return to Resident Evil 4, which it will do. Just give it some time. I'm starting to feel a bit hungry. I don't know about you, but that Vito sandwich looked absolutely amazing. But once we load in here, we'll get, look at the deer there. We'll get landed at the airport and we'll move on from that. Here we go. Let's get in there. Okay, let's see. Let's do this properly. Let's do this. There's been a request made, and that request will be taken at face value. Okay. First things first. Let's plug in these coordinates here for Washington. That's pretty interesting. And there it is. Just wait for it to load back in. Washington looks a bit different, but it is just the graphics of the game loading. Shouldn't be long now. But in future, I will definitely download the proper version of this game because this new version is shite. Let's press it. So, we finally made it. We finally made it to Washington.
I don't know about you, but This does not resemble the United States in any way, shape, or form.
David, you're asleep at the wheel basically for the whole fucking flight, and don't start on me now. You're having a fucking go at me now as soon as we made it here. And, okay, that does say something that is definitely not Americanese. But...
What are you doing? You're gonna do a terrorist attack?
We're blasting. We're blasting! We're going to have a fucking... Listen, it's been a good flight, but I can't hack it anymore. We're flying over Dublin Castle, and I'm looking for it. Where's the needle?
Don't tell me you're gonna crash into the spire.
I'll find it. Where's the spire gone? Ah, fuck it. If that's Trinity, just get down there. Like...
Stop! You're gonna crash! We're gonna die!
Look, I've said my regrets. Into the posh fucking area you go, you cunts. Sayonara.
Who the fuck are you? Sick and tired of those grey skies? Why not book a holiday to somewhere nice, somewhere bizarre? So book your holiday with us at egypttravel.ie.